about them Cowboys?
Oh, God.
Goodness gracious.
I'm going to reboot.
Terrible way to open the show.
How about that horrible shirt?
We apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen.
And once again, he broke the rated PG rating with his
Get
language.
some darn music.
Yeah, get some darn music. Well, but stop singing that garbage. Huh?
We can't say damn?
What, who?
We can't say damn?
You can say damn. That's about it.
You can say it. That's what the fish said when he hit the concrete wall. And that was a dad joke for tonight, guys. There you go.
Mother Teresa.
How are you guys doing, everybody? Big Ed here with Jimmy Two Guns to my right. He's wearing his Dallas garb from 1991. Yes.
94.
Ketchup stain on it. And then we have Lucky right below us wearing his Calgary Hitman. Okay. And then we have the Flying Hawaiian. Hello there, Carrie.
What's up?
All right, so guys, we're going to talk about Micah Parsons. Not that we really want to, but the Eagles are playing Dallas in the next couple of weeks. And Micah, we're not sure he's going to be there, not going to be there, and all this drama. And so I know you guys were talking about it earlier when we had our team meeting, our group meeting online. So Jim, what's going on with your boy? What's happening with him? What's going on, Micah?
I just got off the phone with him, right? Imagine that, right? But yeah. It's the Cowboys. Whenever the Cowboys got a contract, it's anything Cowboys is headline news. But listen, if Micah wants a contract, if I'm Micah, I walk out of camp right now. I don't go to camp no more. I'm done. I'm out. And that's how you get the contract. I mean, I don't get it. He's going to get $20 million this year. We discussed that. And then he can still get franchise tag next year, but he wants this big money. I don't know. I just know one thing. Whenever it's the Cowboys, everyone talks about their contracts and what's going on. You got a guy in Cincinnati no one talks about who wants money. But, whenever, the reason why this gets messy for the Cowboys is everybody's sticking their nose in it. And Mike is no help. He puts everything out there. He's done it all through his career. He puts everything out there. He's doing podcasts, right? He just puts everything out there, and
well, that's what happens when you put it out there. And that's true. And that's one thing. That's the world that we live in now. Everything's a soundbite. Everything's click. All of it's clickbait. They put something on there. He gets attention. You get money off of that, notoriety and everything else. So that's what you're up against. And it's been going on for a while now. But you're right. Everything Micah Parsons says, it's like, they put it out.
Everywhere, dude. Here's the other thing, too. And this is my opinion. This is just me. I wouldn't give him a contract. As much as I love the guy and they need him to win, dude, you're getting $20 million this year. And I'm a big Parsons fan, big Cowboys fan. But, dude, it seems like every year he's been in this league, when week 11 hits, that dude hits a wall. First year, I get it. Rookie year, you guys know about that stuff. Maybe he's not used to that.
Yeah.
The dude gets in the playoffs. He's not there. I mean, he's there, but he's not there. A couple hurries. You're not getting much. You're not making the impact. You're not coming off the first set of series on defense, hitting the quarterback and strip sacking him, and then all of a sudden grabbing momentum for the Cowboys. It's like you're wandering around looking for someone else to make a play when you should be making the play. You should be diving in there and doing something. I wouldn't give him any money. I tell him you got a $20 million paycheck coming. And you're getting franchise tag next year. You want more money? Go win the Super Bowl. Get us in there, make a play that wins the Super Bowl, and I'll make you the richest man alive.
Well, don't they put incentives in the contract already? I mean, look, you're going to tell me they don't have incentives in the contract. I'm going to say that's BS because darn right well they already have incentives in their contracts as it is.
Yeah. No, and the thing with the contracts now is that it's all about the guaranteed money. So he's guaranteed a portion of the money. Let's say mid-season. Let's face it, he's getting $20 million a year this year. Next year, he's going to be a $40 million a year player. I don't think anybody's arguing that.
But they franchise tag him.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Even if it's open market, he'll get 40 or more.
Oh yeah.
But it depends upon two things. One, the classification. They make him a defensive end, or they make him a linebacker. Linebackers have a lower salary cap than defensive ends. So of course he wants to be low nose at defensive end because he's worth more money if they do franchise tag him. But if not, let's say mid-season he blows his knee out. Now he has no contract next year. He's going to sit a year. or he's going to get a smaller contract with less guaranteed money.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing in the contract is the guaranteed money part.
It's guaranteed money, and it insures you against an injury. So I can understand why the players want that. I really can. I'll agree with it, but my feeling is you have a contract, you play it out. If you remember, going back to it was Joey Galloway when he played for Seattle, said, "I'm going to stay out the year, and I'll come back next year. My contract's up. I'll sign a new contract next year." And the league said, "Absolutely not. You sit this year out. When you come back, you still owe a year to that team." And that kind of changed the contracts a lot.
Jimmy, you did something.
Yeah, when Larry said or David said he said something like if he gets hurt and then if he played out this year, say he gets hurt in week 8, blows his knee out, and then he becomes an unrestricted free agent that following off season, believe me when I tell you, this don't take Nostradamus Urban to tell you this. Somebody is going to be trying to watch your language.
They'll sign him.
Well, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
But hear me out. If he blows out his knee in every direction, right?
Yeah.
Somebody is going to back the truck up and pay him. Especially someone who's going to be a player like Green Bay. They would back up the
Jimmy, you're right, Jimmy. But it's not about a contract, it's about guaranteed money.
I hear you. So
they're going to say, yeah, we'll give you $50 million a year, but none of it's going to be guaranteed. Only $5 million to be guaranteed. He wants the guaranteed money, and that's where the contract stops at.
Listen, man, Jerry messed up. Jerry messed up. He screwed this up. He should have signed Micah a year ago at market value. Instead, he has to put on this show because it's a collision of egos with them guys. And nobody's ego is bigger than Jerry's. And once somebody challenges that ego, forget it, man. Micah's
nobody's bigger, man. Nobody's bigger than Jerry.
Micah should have got that contract 3 years or last year when Devontae Smith got his and everybody else was getting their extensions. Micah should have got his extension at market value at the time because the market value is just going to go up. Why wait? It's going to go up. You're going to franchise him, tag him next year. The franchise tag ain't going to be all that cheap.
No, it's like $40 million.
You know what I mean? It's not going to be all that cheap. It's not going to be all that team friendly.
And it'll probably go up next year also.
I just don't like this strategy. I don't like Parsons' strategy. I think that's and I'm a team guy. Always have been, always will be. When he comes down and starts saying all this stuff, I don't blame him. But then on the other hand, it's like, look, it's a distraction. And as an Eagles fan, it's great, But honestly, that's the difference. I think you're talking about teams, right? And football's a team sport. The teams that usually are successful, they don't let distractions like that happen around them because they let everybody, they have a cohesive unit. They're working towards these goals, and with these types of distractions that are happening, it's hurting that team. And it has hurt the Eagles before. Look what happened with T.O. The same thing. T.O. prima donna. Right before that season, the Eagles were expected to go back to the Super Bowl and win or be competitive, whatever. And then he's doing push-ups and sit-ups in his front lawn and all this crazy stuff. And it's a detraction from the team. I mean, I understand that's the way the business is run, but these are the kinds of things that really just drives me crazy. So go ahead, Jim.
And that's as of right now, he's playing. So even if the contract doesn't get worked out, he shows up there September 4th, ready to play. I don't think it's a distraction. Now it's time for football, But if he's not there, if he's I'm going back to Dallas while you're flying to Philly, now you got a distraction. Now Philly really doesn't fear Dallas then without Micah on that field. Because now they don't really have a definite state. Their second best pass rusher is Sam Williams. He missed last year because of a knee injury. They drafted some kid, I can't think of his name, it's really hard to pronounce, from Boston College maybe, or Florida State, number 41. He's a good rusher, but he's only a rookie. You can't bank on him. You cannot bank on that guy. Without Micah Parsons in that lineup, Philly's not going to be worried about the Cowboys coming at them. They're going to sit back in that pocket all day and pick them apart. I don't care how
Yeah.
good Dallas corners are or how good anyone's corners are. If a quarterback has all day to throw in a perfect pocket, believe me, I'm going to get open.
Yeah.
Someone's getting open.
I'm not really worried about them anyway, but you're right. Micah being out, that's big for you.
They have great success when Dak Prescott comes back from injury.
He's never faced a Vic Fangio defense, Philly Vic Fangio defense. So,
Well,
I mean,
it is what it is.
I mean,
we'll see. I mean, he's faced better defenses, so we'll see.
Yeah,
He missed both games last year when we were at our best.
Well, you don't have the same people either.
You don't have the same I'm interested to see, but how it looks. I think that the thing that is, this first game lineup, the defense and the offense. I would say, and I talked about this last night. Defense could come play as long as they play aggressive and play hard. I think that the first game for any offense is rusty. Usually, I'm not especially if they haven't been playing during the preseason.
I hate to miss tackles.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, that's what pisses me off more than anything.
Right.
To miss assignments is like crucial ones.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Miss assignments is what really happens when you miss an
Yeah.
assignment.
Yeah.
That's 6 points. You miss an assignment, that's 6 points.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
look, it should be interesting to see how this thing is going to play out. Especially with the first game. But I want to switch topics a little bit. And not even talk. Go ahead. What's that?
2 weeks away. That's all it is.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to switch topics a little bit, if I can, and ask you guys your opinion about. Did you guys? I put an article on the Straight Shooter Sports. One of the first articles we actually did, and we talked about the NILs and kids making money now before the end, before they even get into the pros. Like college, even high school and whatnot. Let me ask you, do you think it's going to change? My personal feeling, if that doesn't change, like if they continue to make the money in college and high school, I just don't see the league's going to be the same because kids are going to get their money and get out. I mean, am I wrong?
Well, Eddie, I think you've already seen it already, Ed. I think it started about 10 years ago when who was a linebacker from the 49ers who played for 5 years, made like $30 million and then retired.
Yeah.
Was it Patrick Willis? No, was it? Was it Willis?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Willis retired early.
Patrick Willis played a long time.
It's happened a couple times.
No, Willis retired early.
Yeah, guys play 5-6 years and then retire.
Yeah,
Once they get a second contract because they're okay financially. But now you got kids.
He was a beast too.
Kids were in middle school with NIL deals.
Right.
Not every kid is like that though.
Yeah.
Like it's still about the fame, you know what I mean? Like people want to be famous. So
you give a 19-year-old kid $10 million, he's not playing sports anymore.
Yeah.
What's early when you retire early?
There needs to be a cap. There needs to be a cap on it.
All right. So, Carrie, you go, and then Jim. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. There needs to be a cap on it is what there needs to be. I mean, they're already getting a scholarship out of it. They should get paid. Don't get me wrong, but they're getting a scholarship out of it. What do they need millions of dollars for to get through college?
I agree with your point. I agree.
They should get paid enough to get through college. That's what they should get paid.
Ed and I both played football in college. And now you're limited to 20 hours a week, not counting travel day, not counting your game day. Yeah, I think Ed and I both attest to we put in a lot more than 20 hours a week, mandatory time.
Listen, we were reminded every 5 minutes that we were their meal ticket. We were reminded of the scholarship that we received.
Yeah,
but look, and there was kids. Listen, I mean, I was fortunate enough to come from my parents. My father made good money, and he worked hard, and so we were in a different situation. There were some kids that didn't come from that kind of background, and the only thing they could qualify for was a Pell Grant. And the Pell Grant is a decent amount of money every semester. Now, look, they've got room, board, book, tuition, right? But if they wanted money for any incidentals or stuff like this, they came from different backgrounds. So it was a different world. Now these kids are making multiple dollars, and it's like They have to
crazy,
have a
man.
good team surrounding them, so it's almost like a mini professional. It's like the minor leagues. It's unbelievable.
You don't need an 18-year-old kid making more money than his football coach
Exactly.
or than NFL quarterbacks. Like, here's the thing. At one point in time, it's a matter of time before you have that star quarterback who's a freshman or sophomore and says to the AD, I don't like this coach's offense, and you're paying me $5 million a year. I want you to get rid of him and bring this other guy in who I want to be my coach. It's a matter of time.
Right. I mean, unless you carry like big weight, unless you're a Saban or I forget the Michigan coach. I can't think of his name. Or Harbaugh, who's not the Michigan coach anymore now. Lord knows what happened to Michigan lately.
He's done in college.
Yeah, it's not good for them. But these guys that make big time money and big time names, they can handle their own. But some of these other coaches, they can't handle it. They won't be able to handle it. And you're right. That's an issue. The same thing in the NFL.
Boy, I'm sorry. I'm reading right now. It says that there is a cap set at $20.5 million per institution. With potential increases to around $33 million over the next decade.
Yeah,
so that's set for the 25-26 academic.
I think they had to.
That's brand new this year.
So that's good. That's good.
Is that cap exclusive to non-exclusive? I mean, so if they want to go out and get deals,
I don't know all the breakdowns.
Well, that $20 million is for the whole athletic program. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They can't sign a separate NIL deal. I'm going to bring.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That $20 million is for the institution's NIL payment plan.
Right.
Yeah.
But a kid can go out to the local Ford dealership and get a car for free or do a commercial. Yes. So yeah, I think that there should be a cap. And the reason there's a cap is because you're on scholarship. And there are lots of kids who can't go to college because they can't afford it. So now you have a kid who's making $1 million a year and getting a scholarship. Like I think that if you cap it how much you make, if you make over that, you can. But you're no longer on scholarship. Doesn't mean that football team gets another scholarship to give away. It means that you have to pay your own way. Because
you see what happens is everybody wants to make this like pure. Am I wrong? And like when you got that scholarship, you were really earning that scholarship, and it was hard. When you're out there,
that scholarship is giving that kid. That scholarship is giving that kid a means to make $5 million.
I get it, but playing at that level and being at that level, you're putting those kind of hours in, that kind of time in. You got to go. I mean, I'm not making excuses, but there's a lot of guys. When you wake up in the morning, you're battered, you're bruised, and when you leave after practice every day, and you got to go to practice, you got to get up the next morning, and you don't feel like it. That's tough on some of these kids, and I'm not making excuses, but I think honestly, what I would like to see is some sort of graduate, like I know they have a redshirt year, but maybe start that scholarship after they play football or something like this, so they can actually take that time and focus on, their sport and whatnot. I don't know. There's so many different ways, but I'm just saying. I mean, a lot of times they just look. These institutions, they just want to keep you eligible. Honestly, they're there. If you do better than that, they're great. They love the certain kids to raise the GPAs and keep them up a certain height.
Yeah, they're called walk-ons.
Yeah, even the guys, but some of the scholarship kids. Look, that's huge for the program. When you say you graduate, most of your players, parents love that. They eat that stuff up. They want them to go to that school.
How many guys on your team, Eddie, never played a down of football, but had straight A's?
Never played a down of football and had straight A's?
No, I mean like never played in college. Like they weren't enough to play. But they were walk-on
kids like that. We actually had one kid, believe it or not, he was a starter, and he's in aerospace engineering. I don't know how he did it. He was an anomaly. But we had
so my neighbor was like, so my neighbor was a football star in high school, and he worked for like the Pentagon and shit or something, man. Like
I can't even tell you how many guys. Ed, in college, our football was 6 a.m. practice. We were at the gym by 5 a.m.
Yeah.
5 a.m. You're done at 9. and have you go to classes. And how many guys were engineering majors or architecture majors, and they're in studio until midnight working on their their new design or their models, and going home.
John, that sounds like John Chaney was your coach.
Yeah, well, very similar.
5 a.m. practice. Yeah, man.
Well, and that's
discipline right there. I was in the Army, so 5 a.m. was every day.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, look, so just imagine, you guys. I mean, all the stuff that you guys had to do. That was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And then, just as a player, you got fight. You not only have the fall, you have the winter workouts, you have the spring ball. It's a little bit easier. I don't mean to say it's easier for them. I don't think they're doing 2-a-days like they used to do before, and all that other stuff that we used to do when we were kids. But
not getting heat strokes.
Well, I know there was a player from Maryland that actually passed away
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That's how Corey Stringer died. Remember him from the Vikings?
The Vikings.
Yep. So, Jim, what's your read on this? I'm sorry, we didn't mean to. You have a read on this? Huh?
I know if I was doing that, if someone was getting $5 million a year from a college to play quarterback, there had to be some kind of rules. Like, dude, you got to stay all 4 years. You're going to be the top in your class in grades, or you're paying that money back or something. Like, I would have to put some kind of laws down or rules. You can't get in trouble off the field. You lose the money. You get arrested. You lose the money. You're in a domestic. You lose the money.
Yeah.
Like there would be strict guidelines if I was in charge of that shit. I'm not giving $5 million a year to an 18-year-old kid because I'm just thinking when I'm 18 and I know I got talent, I'm probably not going to be studying my game plan. I'm probably not going to do that stuff. I'm not at 18. I got $5 million. I got hot girls over me. I really don't want to go.
Yeah. No, that's true.
But if there was rules in place that you had to be the top of your
grades.
Yeah,
I agree, man. I definitely agree.
You got to be there all 4 years.
That's not easy.
You can't leave a junior year. You got to put it on. I mean, I just think
Well, get the hammer dropped on them.
Well,
are you ready? I think college football is going to go downhill with this. I think the games aren't going to look as good. I think you lose that hunger if you're getting paid already. That's just my opinion. I think quality of football will go down.
Look how many guys in the last draft have played at 3 and 4 colleges.
It happened to the NBA.
The NBA is a disgrace.
Yeah.
Players are leaving going in right after high school. You know what I mean? They're just plain old skipping college.
So here's my next
question. Now they're going into like the G League or something. They have to be 1 year out of high school. They don't have to be in college. They could go play in Europe now, get paid, and get drafted out of Europe. Yeah, you just got to be out of high school. You don't have to go to college. College isn't a requirement.
But here's my next question then.
Too many teams.
They do away with the college portal because now that works within. So if a kid doesn't like your rules, Jim, here they are. They don't like your rules. They don't have to follow it. So now they could just transfer to the next school that's going to.
They could, but then you got rid of that. So it's got no. Once you sign that deal for that money, it goes wherever you go. That's a little smarter than that.
Yeah, good luck. How you going to follow that?
I say this about the NBA real quick. The NBA has too many teams. They need to get rid of some teams, like 4 or 5 teams, and move those players over. That would make the NBA a whole lot better. They have too many teams.
Yeah, that'll never happen now.
But back to football.
Yeah, well, I think what it is it's a lack of fundamentals, man. College is where you learn those fundamentals, you sharpen those fundamentals, and by the time you get into the league, you're a complete enough player.
It's unbelievable this difference
nowadays, man.
Well, the
college football was great college in the 90s, late 80s. It was awesome.
Yeah,
college though. Now I can't.
Yeah, the quality of the league is just going downhill. It might, especially the NBA. It's going to happen in football.
Andrew Luck, same guy, same thing. I mean, he didn't have the NIL deal, but this college portal thing, I think, look what Deion Sanders basically built a team in 1 year didn't even have to do major Uber recruiting, and he used this system. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's cheating." No, he didn't. He used the system to his advantage. You're
A
right.
lot of people left.
But how fair?
But that first year, when he first got in,
They left.
Everybody flocked to him, right?
That's not true. When he first took over and gave the rules out, what you can and can't do, people were poured on out of. They were getting out of Colorado. He lost a whole bunch of players. Yeah, you can look it up. His first year,
it was he lost 60, he lost 60 players.
Yeah, but then he lose the guys who were already there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean the guys who were there. There were over 60 guys on Colorado's team the previous year. That told them, might as well transfer. I don't need you, or might as well transfer. You're not going to play here, or you're not good to play for me.
Right.
You know,
he and that was the thing. He told them he had those meetings. It's only so many scholarships that they could give out. They got rid of the dead weight in his mind, picked up the players that he wanted, and used that college portal to try to fill in and plug in where he could.
So Ed, the portal helped Colorado. Granted,
right?
But what did that do to think about Jackson? Was it Jacksonville State is where he came from?
Yeah.
A team who put a lot of money into the program because Dion was there. They dumped millions of dollars into the program.
Right.
And then next year he left. Not only did he leave, he brought all his players with him.
Right.
Like that program is just decimated.
Well, I know.
Time out. When he got there was nothing. He put people in the stands. They were selling out. They were making money with Dion being there. He was there more than 1 year. Wasn't he? Like 2 years?
I think there's 3 years. I think.
Yeah, and when he got there, they were nothing. That dude put asses in the seats, butts in the seats. They made money with him there. He did them a great deal, and then it was time to go on. I don't think they benefited from him being there.
Well,
big time.
Listen, you're right, but that's a shame because a school like that, they're just holding on for what they could at the time is when they could have hold on. But it does hurt other schools too. I mean, that's the thing. All of a sudden, the next shiny object. Now the kids are going to go on. Everybody wants to go there to get on the social media all the way. Oh, I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here, and it hurts the program. And I think it actually does away with what this whole thing was supposed to be. You're supposed to be recruiting. You recruit players to get them in there. They get that degree. They stay there. I mean, there's a lot of things. And what is it teaching anyone?
Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't remember exactly. Wasn't the quarterback from BYU had a great year last year? He was transferred.
All right.
So, like, it was BYU. Maybe it wasn't. It was a lesser Division I school. Oh, it was a quarterback from Tulane. But anyway, so as a coach, you say, "Hey, listen, I don't need to recruit a quarterback. I have this guy for 2 more years." As that kid flies to a better offer, all of a sudden you have no quarterback and you didn't recruit anybody.
Right.
So it really is. It's not fair to the kids on the team who were there for 4 years.
Right.
It's not fair to the kids who don't get recruited there who wanted to go there. Okay, so Carrie, when you were a kid, what was your dream college?
My dream college, Temple.
Okay, so let's say, Carrie, we're going to play sport for us at Temple, and you go, awesome.
My boy Paul Palmer was like that.
And they're like, yeah, we don't need you anymore because we have this guy here still. And you go, okay, so you go to St. Joe's.
Yeah.
Even though you'd rather be at Temple because that's your dream school. Your mom went there, your dad went there, your brother went there, whatever reason. Then all of a sudden, a year later, that kid transfers. You're not there. So you were cheated out of the opportunity to go to your dream school. It's not fair to those kids. Then they have the kids who are on that program who your star player leaves. All of a sudden, you're like, okay, like from the water boy. Oh no, now you suck again. Oh, now you suck again because your 5 best players all transferred out.
Yeah,
it's not fair to too many people and too many programs. And I go back to I'm gonna say it was 20 years ago when NCAA football was a 100-person scholarship. NCAA went down to 85 scholarships per player. They have 15 players per Division I team, 109 teams. So you have 1,500 guys. We're now playing Division I AA. Yeah, 1,500 players in 1AA who are pushed out. Now they're playing Division II. Those players are not playing Division III. So it affects so many people when that kind of stuff happens. It's not fair. How many kids who want to play Division III, who are Division III players, can't play Division III because there's all these guys who really are scholarship Division II players playing there because they got pushed out of Division II.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with these transfers.
What was it, Rowan? Rowan in the 90s was like basically a D1 AA team.
Rowan,
yeah.
When I was transferring, I was told I couldn't play at Rowan.
Yeah.
And even though at a high school they recruited me heavily,
Right.
I went to a different school, I was transferring, and the same guy that was my recruiting coordinator 3 years previous says to me, "We don't need you. You played well where you are. You've been a 2-year starter where you are, but you're not a Division I transfer." They were only taking Division I transfers. It's like you're a Division III program.
I know.
They were.
I knew a couple of them
talking to people who were in Division I.
I know.
That's a shame.
Well, I know, and that killed, and that did hurt a lot. Well, that guy's now is coaching at he took coach in Temple now, yeah.
He's head coach at Temple now, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny it worked out that way. Well, anyway, guys, listen, we had a great show tonight. I know we went over overtime, so we had a lot to talk about tonight. We'll have to kick this up. I don't know if we have one tomorrow. If we have one,
Go Phillies.
Go Phillies. That's right. And I'll tell you what, that Durant guy's awesome. I don't want to get started on all that, but he's every bit of it. Now, look, you've been to the game, so I have one quick question. Did they do that lights out thing every night that he comes on there?
Yeah.
Wow, I got to go see that.
That is his entrance. It's awesome.
Yeah,
lights off. Everyone has their, and they tell you, everyone puts their cell phones up.
Right.
And if you log into I think it was the MLB app, that controls the lights on your phone.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody.
It's like going to a Coldplay concert.
Everybody next.
One thing.
Oh, wait, hold
Tomorrow
on.
night.
I have to make a quick announcement real quick, and then you can make yours. Saturday, guys, Bristol Little League Field. Jimmy Two Guns will be singing the national anthem out on Bristol Little League Field.
You don't want me singing. You don't want me singing.
Barry, go ahead.
I'm definitely going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Tomorrow night is the final Eagles preseason game. Final Eagles preseason game against the Jets tomorrow night at 7:30. And then we play the Cowboys after that. So, getting primed and ready, boys. It's coming. BTA, baby. Belt to ass.
All right.
Yeah.
I give Jim 3 stars. I give Jim 3 stars on his jersey.
I see 2 stars on his jersey.
I give him 3 stars.
Maybe
that's
one
a rating.
day you guys understand what a Hall of Fame running back is, means you never had one.
Oh no, we always said the NFL rushing leader.
Sorry about that. You want me to put on a Hall of Fame quarterback jersey too? I have one of them. You have one of them? Oh, no, you don't have one either. Damn.
Yeah, but you gotta get the mothballs out of it. You smell out of it. You know what I mean?
No, it's pretty good. No, it doesn't matter how old it is.
No, we just
have
have
any Hall of Fame players. No, they probably don't.
What happened?
It's okay. You can borrow one of my Hall of Fame jerseys.
You listen.
Our Hall of Famers are still playing right now.
Sir Walter Altenborough. Like you guys, it's like a history book. In the history of the Dallas Cowboys, we have. It's like an archaeological experiment back in the day. That's what that does.
Well, I know you.
All right, guys. All right, this is a whole nother episode, man. This is a
whole nother episode. We gotta stop this.
A whole nother episode. We got one more preseason game coming on. It's coming. It's coming.
Go Phillies!
It's coming. Jimmy
That still sucks.
Go Phillies!